Hey cousins, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl So Cosmic and this is my cosmic life. Let's jump into a collective you versus them reading, okay? It will be a general reading. It will not resonate for everyone, so please take what does resonate and leave what does not. We're going to be looking at you versus them. We'll take a look at your energy, their energy, the mutual energy between the two of you. How you see them, how they see you, what actions you may take, what actions they may take, the potential outcome, plus what's in the subconscious for each of you. So, what do we have for the collective? Holy Divine Spirit, Most High God, Source of all creation, please give me clear and accurate messages for the collective. Looking at their energy versus the energy of the person that they are dealing with. You versus them energy for the collective. What are the messages? We're going to jump right into it, guys. What is your overall energy? Please show me the collective's overall energy. We have the Eight of Cups. Ooh, collective is walking away. Collective is walking away, taking their cups, and they are getting the hell out of Dodge. Something where you feel like you had to detach, collective. I don't know. Something where you felt like you had to keep fighting for something, or you always had to be on guard, or you always feel like you're in some type of battle. You're protected at this point. As you're walking away, you are protected. You are protecting yourself. You are putting up your walls and your boundaries, and you are guarding yourself against any type of BS that disturbs your emotions. Okay? What is the overall energy for the person that the collective is dealing with? Messages or energy for the collective's person. We have the Chariot, Cancer energy. The person that you're dealing with has some type of forward movement that they're in, okay? This is feeling very determined, very motivated towards something. They have a lot of willpower towards something. I don't know if this is them coming towards you or they're just moving on with some type of determination towards something. What is the mutual energy here? We have the World, a completion. Between the two of you both feel like this cycle is over. You've come to learn the lessons. You've learned the lessons and you're both, it looks like you're both leaving and moving on. There's a sense of there's nothing else to learn here. There's nothing left to incorporate as far as integrating lessons, development here. A cycle's over. Now that doesn't always mean like you two don't come back together or the relationship is over, the connection is finito. It doesn't always mean that. It just means that this cycle, whatever cycle that you two have experienced and gone through here recently, that cycle's over. So it could be a cycle where there was some turbulent emotions. There could have been, you know, a cycle of inconsistency where there was no forward movement, things feeling stagnant. Who knows? But let's see. How do you see this person? How does the collective see this person? Yeah, you've got your guards up. You see this person as stubborn. You may see this person as stubborn is what I'm getting. Leo energy. But I feel like that's also to you. That's you in this energy of, I know I have to walk away. I know what I believe in. I'm standing my ground, and yeah, I'm maintaining control over my emotions and facing any type of challenges moving forward. You could be blocking this person. This person could have breadcrumbed you, could have been given to a different situation or given their energy elsewhere. Doesn't have to be with another person. How do they see you? They feel rejected by you. Five of Pentacles. They feel rejected by you. They may have some type of mindset of lack when it comes to you. Like, without you, there's something missing. There's a bit of insecurity, feeling, I don't know, a bit of isolation from you. Or you could be like they're feeling like you're isolating yourself with that Seven of Wands, where you've put up these boundaries with this person. Yeah, like you're fine without them. This person could be experiencing some type of financial loss, some type of financial hardship. Or that could be you. They may see you that way. We have the Eight of Swords trying to come out. There's a feeling of feeling trapped in this energy. Even though the cycle's over, there's an energy of maybe possibly feeling trapped. Something about their mindset keeps them stuck. And so they're wanting to have some type of forward movement, forward motion here. But let's look at what action you may take towards them or towards this situation next. You have the Knight of Pentacles. You're not in any hurry here. You may be more focused on like your routines. You're like conserving your energy. You're moving really slowly. You are not doing anything impulsively as far as actions go towards this connection. You're in this energy of hope and faith, slow movement, guarded energy. There's some type of wish here. You're moving with purpose. Aquarius energy. You're moving with purpose, but it's very intentional. It's very slow moving energy. I feel like that you are very intentional about guarding your emotions right now. Healing, your healing journey. It's what I'm getting. Yeah, you're healing from some type of toxic attachment with this person. Could have been a lot of chemistry between you two. Knight of Wands, Ace of Wands. Yeah, lots of schmexual healing. Or just a lot of chemistry between you and this person. And so you may be trying to block out those desires, that bond, or feeling bound to that type of passionate longing, or that connection that you have with a person or with this person. What action will they take towards you? What action may they take towards you? And you can flip these roles, okay? Or the Moon, some secrecy, some fears. Whatever they're going to do, they're going to keep it hidden. They could be working on some type of plan. That's what I'm getting. But there's like there's some fears. They're intuitively, it's something that they fear. That's the biggest thing that I get is fear. And yeah, they're working on their fears. They're working on some type of plan. They're working on keeping something mysterious, something hidden. Could be secrets here. And that may be the reason why you've had to block this person and walk away. 888 could be significant. You could be seeing 888 with the Eight of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Swords here. What's the potential outcome between these two? We have the Ace of Wands, some type of new passionate beginning. Some type of new project, starting a new project together. There's some type of inspiration to have some type of new beginning and growth. You two may be holding on to each other. That's what I was saying. There's something about this cycle being complete, but it not being over. That cycle of whatever you guys are coming out of, that cycle is done. That's done. There's nothing else to learn when it comes to that. But that doesn't mean that this is done. I'm not getting the feeling that this is done. There's someone holding on to the other here, and it's related to some type of belief. Someone could be really stubborn too. I feel like it's this the collective's person, your person that is pretty stubborn. I don't know. I'm kind of getting you are that way too. You guys may be mirroring each other in a lot of ways. What's in the subconscious? What's in the collective subconscious? Nine of Cups. Yeah, we saw that earlier. They feel like that you're good. Like, I think you're emotionally, you've had to detach, and you're okay with the cycle having completed. Like, there's nothing else to learn. I'm content. There's this very independent, self-sufficient type of emotional contentment here, like a sovereignty in the way that you are handling your emotions when it comes to this. Six of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't need reciprocity, or if I'm going to give in a situation, it's going to be reciprocal, and for that reason, that's why the cycle is closing and why the wheel is turning. Something very fated happening here as it relates to you two. You being okay for things to move forward because there's nothing else to learn here. Been there, done that. Have the t-shirt. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So there's nothing else. So you're allowing the wheel to turn, and because you're surrendering to fate, the wheel turns. What's in their subconscious? Seven of Cups. They're confused. They're still looking at options here, or they're trying to, determine what type of opportunities still exist. Something about choices and illusion. They could be stuck in some type of illusion. That's what this moon. Could be some addictions and dependencies, escapism here because of fears. Four of Cups. They feel like they're missing an opportunity. They're in this energy of being very apathetic, like nothing's happening for them. And that's where that confusion comes from. There's that lack mindset too. They want forward movement, but I don't know if it's very controlled or not. Yeah, they feel like they're missing an opportunity, or there could be love here, or an opportunity to start new in love, but they're not seeing the signs. They're not hopeful and wishful, or they are, and they feel like they're missing out with you. Yeah, Six of Cups. They feel like they're missing out with you. They're missing out on your love. Let's clarify this. Why the Eight of Cups for the collective? Why is this their overall energy? The Emperor, Aries energy. Yeah, you're very much in control of your life. Very much a little rigid and stubborn about protecting your emotions and being okay emotionally on your own. You're good with that. You're taking control of how you feel. Maybe even focusing on like being productive and things like that. Hierophant. Focusing in on your spirituality. Focusing on some type of tradition and routine in your life. Being committed to yourself. Being committed to your own emotional fulfillment here. Learning new skills. You could be focused on family right now. Yeah, you're ready to take some type of new leap of faith after some type of betrayal. You're very controlled about this, though. It's something about this that's very, even though you're like open to spontaneity and new beginnings, new opportunities. It's a very controlled way of approaching this because you've experienced some type of ending, you feel defeated. So it's like you feel defeated, you feel betrayed by this person or what happened in this situation. And it's like, for you, it may feel like finito. That's done. That cycle is completely done. And I'm good on my own. I'm good moving forward because there's nothing else for me to learn here. I've seen what I need to see. I've learned what I need to learn about this situation, about this person, about how I was made to feel in this situation. And now I'm going to redirect my focus on myself, controlling myself, running my own kingdom, setting up blockages around the perimeter. I've got the guards out there. No BS getting in here to interrupt my emotional happiness and fulfillment and contentment here. Yeah, joy, happiness, optimism, opportunities coming. All right, so let's look at this. Let's clarify their energy. Why is the Chariot here? Justice, Libra energy. They're moving forward, wanting to restore some type of balance, some type of fairness, some type of truth. They could be headed towards you with some type of truth. They're going through some type of transformation. They are recognizing the end of something here. Recognizing that something had to end. Something has ended. I think you both understand there's a degree of this is finished. You're accepting the ending in something. Yeah. Death, Wheel of Fortune. You got some major arcanas coming out for both of you. And with that acceptance, that's how the wheel is able to turn. It's like, all right, they get it now. And the universe steps in to say, let's turn the dial here and see what comes next. What is this Justice Chariot? There's the Wheel of Fortune. It just wants to come out. There is an acceptance of whatever happened here. It was fated to happen. Things are very unpredictable. They may be feeling like things are unpredictable between the two of you, but they do feel a sense of luck in bringing fairness and balance back into their lives. I don't know if that means in the connection, but they do have some type of determination to move towards that and manifesting something. Could be trying to manifest this back together. I don't know. Gemini energy. Ooh, yeah. They're trying to manifest a relationship, a reciprocal one, where they know that things may have not been even give and take. They are a little heartbroken here about the Four of Wands that you two were perhaps creating together. But you're guarded. You have to cut something out here. So the mutual energy is the World, accepting that a cycle has completed. There's closure here. Could be travel, could be distance between you two. You two are arriving at some type of ending, closure when it comes to this, accepting the closure, the finito of a cycle. What is this energy between the two? What is the World? The High Priestess. Cancer, Pisces energy. You two may not be talking. Silence. I'm getting radio silence. Yeah. There's something about you two feeling intuitively like something's not over. Like, yes, the cycle is over, but there's something not over. With the Eight of Swords here, that's feeling still trapped in one's mind. This is on both sides. I think for the collective, you are doing I can't say one is doing better than the other, even though they have the Five of Pentacles on their side. One of you, collective, and again, flip the roles and reverse it how you see fit, but there's an energy on over here with the Emperor, the Eight of Cups, the Fool, of being in a very rigid controlled type energy of I'm good on my own. Yes, it hurts. I was betrayed. I feel defeated. I feel defeated in this situation, but I am very optimistic about new beginnings, a new start, walking away and taking my emotions somewhere else, and standing my ground and guarding my emotions when it comes to betrayal and having this new start. And then we have an energy over here of very controlled, determined energy of wanting to move forward, restoring balance and harmony and justice into a situation, and allowing the wheel to turn with some optimism and some luck perhaps on their side. But between the two of you, there is this sense of not talking about, there could be no closure, no official closure that's been communicated. Yeah, you two aren't talking about how sad you are about this, how there's regret and loss and grief. You guys are a contradiction, okay? With the Six of Wands under the deck with the Three of Swords. So I feel like there's this back and forth energy of, yes, it's over. I'm accepting it. I'm moving on. I'm allowing the universe to usher in the next phase of life, the next phase of what's next. But I'm sad, and I'm not talking about it. But I'm optimistic about what's coming, what's new. I think there's this knowing too. What else? Why is this Five of Cups here? Why is the Five of Cups here? Hierophant. There's this spiritual knowing. There's that, like this. There's like this understanding that there's something about rules and acceptance of differences in cultures, differences in traditions, differences in viewpoints when it comes to how you both maybe look at things, look at the world, or view the world. There's this forgiveness that it kind of is what it is. There could be communication coming in. You could live at a distance from this person. I feel like you both understand too that this may be just a phase where you two have to explore being independent and finding yourselves, is what I'm getting. Like you two have to go out into the world and practice independence. I don't know if there was some type of codependency that existed. We saw the devil earlier, which, you know, could be toxic attachments, feeling bound and addicted to certain patterns. And that could be like a codependent pattern where you guys kind of attached yourselves to one another in ways that were very unhealthy. And needing to go out and explore your independence. Not forgetting the past. Even keeping a very warm and happy disposition about the memories that you two shared. Page of Cups, Six of Cups. Let's look at your subconscious, collective. What's this Nine of Cups? And then we'll look at the actions and the potential outcome. What is this Nine of Cups for the collective? Why is this in their subconscious? The Star. Yeah, you're just healing. You're in this energy of calmness, healing, having faith, restoring yourself, Aquarius energy here. Restoring your emotions. It's something about like emotional sovereignty. That's that independence. It's something about maybe you two were so enmeshed with that codependent, some type of codependency was relevant for some of you, okay? Yeah, you're thinking more logically with the King of Swords here. Detaching your emotions, thinking in a very logical way here. You have to cast judgment on this situation, and you're working on your own transformation and self-mastery. Death card, strength card, Leo energy. But in their subconscious, we have the Seven of Cups, so there is a degree of wishful thinking, choices, some type of illusion, opportunities, options here. This person could be daydreaming in some type of fantasy, maybe. Why is the Seven of Cups here? Tower. The illusion is cracking or has been shattered. They're experiencing some type of upheaval when it comes to this connection and where they thought it was going. Six of Cups. About the memories of this connection. Why is the Tower in their subconscious? Page of Cups. Yeah, it's very... There's this immature... Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, there's something about an immaturity in their feelings, in their emotions. Page of Cups, Page of Wands. Could have been dealing with someone younger than you. And it doesn't mean that it was necessarily bad. It was just like some type of inexperience. It was very new. They wanted to keep it, they could have wanted to keep it very like dreamy and playful and just not grown up enough or something. It was some type of fantasy. Okay? And that's being disrupted in their subconscious. Like subconsciously that is being shattered. That illusion is being shattered for this person. So let's look at the action you may take here. What is the Knight of Pentacles? You're very slow and guarded about something. Yeah, you're very intentional about going within. You're very closed off right now. Reclusive. Introverted, introspective, like you're seeking the truth from within, healing. You're on this healing journey. It's very controlled. It's very, stay out of my space. Stay out of my space because I have been betrayed. I am accepting the defeat here, but I am also going within to look at myself, to examine what does emotional contentment and fulfillment looks like for me. I'm still open to a new start and having some type of optimistic perspective about what's to come, having a new start, but I am very much in control of my emotions, and I'm doing a lot of soul searching when it comes to that. Yeah. There's no talking here between the two of you. Four of Swords, High Priestess, Hermit. There's no talking. You're resting, healing, repairing your heart, repairing your soul. You're just in this renewal period, solitude period for sure. So let's see, what type of action may you take after this Hermit period? Or how long will you stay in this? Ten of Wands. I think you're putting on a really good act of being okay, collective, okay? And maybe you're not, but I feel like for some of you, you are putting on this act of, I'm okay. I'm in control here. Everything's under control. Everything's fine. But you are doing some deep soul searching, and that's wonderful for you. I love that for you. Just put some of the burdens down. The tens do indicate that you know that this is the end of a cycle. This isn't sustainable. The Ten of Swords, the Ten of Wands, and then you have the World card. So you're recognizing the cycle is over. Now it's just time to work through that healing process and letting down those burdens. Yeah, there's the Four of Swords again. The Moon, in their actions they may take, I don't know, they're hiding something, they're fearful about something very mysterious, some type of secret, I don't know, some type of anxiety here that lies within their subconscious. Yeah, they're going through a transformation. They're fearful about the changes that are coming, or that are happening between the two of you, looking at the time that they've invested, or they're willing to give this some time, some more time, in order to be successful here, or they know they need to go through this process themselves. Why the Death card? Yeah, they're trying to get their money up. They're trying to be in this energy of being a provider, stepping into their own security, being disciplined in their own world here, taking action towards what legacy looks like for them. This could be them doing this in order to revisit the past with you at some point. And that's why I got that from the very beginning. I don't feel like this is over. I feel like this is a period where you both have some internal work to do. And once you both do that internal work, then perhaps there's this coming back together with something more serious, with the Hierophant there, taking this to the next level. What is this Ace of Wands in the potential outcome? And having a new start here. Speaking truth, speaking honesty. Having clear boundaries with one another about having a new beginning. Manifesting that new beginning. And bringing healing. Being patient about this too. Oh wow. 10 of Cups. Well damn. If this is a person that you definitely see a future with, see that 10 of Cups with, or did see that 10 of Cups with, I strongly feel like this is just a phase where you two are being fated with the Wheel of Fortune to work on yourselves, to heal and repair yourselves. Allow the divine, the universe, to take you in very independent directions so that you can get to know yourselves better, being more in control of your own emotions, where you two can come back and manifest this 10 of Cups energy here. Yeah, there's going to be, oh wow. Oh wow. Okay. 10 of Cups, 8 of Wands, the Sun, 6 of Wands, Knight of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. The divine is handing you the tools, is taking you in both in a direction to do the work, and then handing you the opportunity to come back together with success, joy and happiness, travel, movement, communication towards your 10 of Cups. I love that for you, if that is what you want. Of course, free will is a thing. You two have to do the work. You two have to do the work. So, I do hope it resonates. Do like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment. It really does help with me and the video getting into the algorithm and more people getting the message. And I will see you next time. Bye.